Yep, looks like we are live. So I just want to apologize because first time that I am going live today, and there's always a little bit of hiccups. I actually already did the live, but it wasn't live because I didn't click one button. So I apologize. We are late today, and this is round two for me. But I am so excited to be here today. And I just want to welcome all of my art alchemists to this live session where we are going to color or mindfully color and also self reflect. And the topic today is abundance. The goal is to discover any blocks and come out the other side feeling empowered and shifted. And so I just want to let you know who I am. My name is JQ. I am the founder of Art as Alchemy, and I am also a fellow art alchemist. So today, here's what you're going to need for this session. I just want to show you here. I did create this free download for you. It's a self-reflection coloring book and journal. You can go to myartalchemy.com/gift to go download that and print off the pages. Today we are coloring the topic abundance. So there's two pages. There's an abundance coloring page and then there's an abundance journal page. And so you only need to print off those two pages today. But in this coloring book and journal, you will have access to 25 different topics that have corresponding coloring pages and journal pages as well. So this is free. You can go download it now. And you also will want something to color with. So I have markers today. I also have some colored pencils as well. Just in case I want to kind of go back and forth between the two, but you can even use crayons if you want. It doesn't need to be professional. It doesn't need to look good. I want you to relax. This is using art to actually do something in our body, to make changes in our body. It's not to necessarily create something stunning that you're going to put out on the internet for people to buy. So you can just relax on that. And while you are getting set up, I want to tell you a little bit about Art as Alchemy. So we use artistic expression as an access point for transformation and empowerment. Our methods are backed in neuroscience and psychology, and they create actual changes within your system. So you can remove blocks and harness your inner power to create a life that you love. We offer free content through YouTube live streams and video content. And we also have created a free community where you can actually go and share photos of your art that you do live with us. And also connect with other art alchemists so that you can share your journeys together. We also offer online courses and one-on-one art alchemy coaching sessions. Okay, so we are going to get grounded into this session. I want to let you know that we will be coloring as well as talking. I'll be giving you prompts and stuff. So let's get comfortable in our space. I'm going to just take a sip of water. And the first thing we're going to do is ground in. So get comfortable in your seat. And close your eyes. And we're going to take one deep breath in. And on this breath, I want you to release everything that has happened before this moment. Now on this next breath, I want you to ground into your body and your surroundings. And on this last breath, I want you to bring your awareness to the topic of abundance. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And we're going to get started. What we're going to do is take a minute to just stream of consciousness, writing out words that come to our mind onto the back of our journal page. So the journal page is here, and I want you to just flip it over. I have words because, like I said, I just did this live stream already with you guys. I'm going to do it again. So I am going to set a timer, and we'll do 1 minute of writing down words. Don't judge them. Just write them as they come to your mind. Okay? And begin. Okay, and stop. Now, take note of anything that might stand out to you, or sometimes, like, I write a word twice, and so to me, that's like, okay, there might be something there for me. Feel free to just jot down some notes, but also you don't need to kind of like read into everything so much. All right. I am going to switch my camera view so you can see the coloring page, and we're gonna get started. Like I said before, feel free to get your space like the way that you want it. If you want to put music on in the background to help you get into flow, that would be fine with me. I am going to give you additional prompts along the way, and that is the benefit of being here live with me, is you get even more of the prompts. I'm just gonna move this. Even more of the prompts than you would if you're doing it on your own. But again, I want you to kind of like be in the flow of it. Okay, so whether you're using markers or colored pencils, just go ahead and get started, and I will be prompting you along the way. You know what I forgot to say is to add in the comments section where you're joining us live from, like where are you in the world? And also feel free to share anything as it comes up while we're doing this experience. I will also be coloring, so I'll take breaks every so often to see, if there are comments or questions along the way. But I will mostly be focused on my coloring, so just be patient as I, switch back and forth between the two. Also, as you're going along, if insights are coming up or, you're revealing blocks, jot them down on your journal page. All right, let's get started. And don't be nervous about how you color this. You can get as detailed as you want. You can go outside the lines. You can be creative with it. It doesn't need to be perfect. again, I want you to use this experience to be an access point to what's going on in your system. So monitor your breath, monitor your body sensations, your emotions. What's coming up for you? And think about abundance, the topic of abundance. Now you can think about, where in your life are you feeling abundant? And why is that? Why do you feel abundant there? And what comes to mind when you think of abundance? A lot of times people will only think of money, like financial abundance. But think about how many different places you can actually feel abundant. I think of abundance as a descriptor, like I feel abundant, or I recognize how abundant I am in many different areas. So like right now, I am super abundant in markers. I want to show you this. Like, look at all of these colors. And then look at all of these. I have an abundance of materials to create with. And so I'm feeling really abundant in that way. And where I might not be feeling abundant tends to be like time. I have a 4.5-year-old, and I'm starting to get more of my time back now, but there was a long period where I barely had any time that I was able to kind of control, like dictate what I did with it. And even now with time, it's like I feel like I'm not abundant. Like I just don't ever have enough time. And see, I'm noticing that like my throat is trying to clear. So these are the kinds of things you want to think about when you're going through this experience, like what's actually happening in my body as well. And sometimes it's a moving of energy. I realize that when I actually slow down, it feels like I have more time, because I can kind of like ground into myself and my space, and my energy becomes more focused. So it like opens up the time space for me. And I forget this a lot. Now you can look at like generalizations around abundance. I say that, but like, what's the meaning of what I'm saying? I'm thinking about air, nature, when I think of those things, I always think of abundance because I don't have to worry about air. I'm just breathing, right? Unless I'm underwater, which actually, when I got certified in scuba diving, I almost did drown. Funny enough. And there was not an abundance of air because it was in a tank and it was very limited. That's so interesting that just came into my awareness right now. But, okay, so I've done this drawing now. This is my third time because last week I did like a trial run. And then just before this, I did what I thought was the live, and it wasn't. So each time that I do it, some new stuff comes up. So the good thing about this free download for you is that you can actually print the pages off as many times as you want. You can do this drawing, however many times you want. All right, check in. How's your body? How's your breathing? What are the emotions? What are the thoughts that are coming out right now? Is there tension in your body? Like, I'm holding a lot of tension in my shoulders. I think because I need to let go of like the annoyance that I already did this. And it's okay. Because this is all part of it, right? And you may want to inquire internally about the colors you're using. Do they have a meaning when it comes to abundance? What are they having you feel? Green to me might mean something different than it means to you. So I don't want to give you the answers because the answers are within you. This is what I love about this work. Like, especially in the coaching realm, when I'm coaching people, I don't have the answers. You have the answers. You have all of the answers. And, I want people to feel empowered in their life. I want them to feel like they can tap inward and know how to find those answers and feel confident in it. So these are the practices, right? Something as simple as coloring in this artwork right now is giving you skills to trust yourself, like trust your intuition, learn your intuition. That's why it's called self-reflection. Like we are reflecting, we're learning about what's going on in our system. Ooh, I really like this purple. Purple is my favorite color. It's super dark though. That's okay. Where do I want to put it? Feel free to take breaks. Take down notes. Write stuff in the comments. Let me check if actually... Okay. Now I just had like a sigh, which is like a release. And energetically, those kinds of things are when your body is sort of like moving energy, right? And they're good. You can become present to maybe what you might have been releasing. And now I want to move our attention to creating and to more of like the empowerment part of this. So I don't know what your beliefs are, if you are familiar with law of attraction, but a universal law is that we are energy, and we have an attraction point that the universe feels through our energy and then brings us, no matter what it is, it's always a yes. So, if you have a negative thought about abundance, let's think like money, and your mindset is, I don't have enough money, or I never have enough money. Well, the universe hears that in the positive and gives you exactly what you're thinking of. So they go, oh, okay. They're thinking, I never have enough money. And to them, like in this energetic space, it's like a yes. Oh, they like that. They want it. They're thinking that all the time. I don't have enough money. I never have enough money. So it's going to deliver that to you, the never having enough money. So what we want to do is put ourselves energetically into the space where we have the things that we desire. And the more you can feel it, the more you can like really imagine yourself there, feel the emotions, feel the sensations in your body, then the stronger that attraction point to the universe is going to be. It's going to hear you loud and clear. And it will be as if you're already there, so it's just going to continue to give you more of that. So for the next few minutes, what I want you to do is imagine yourself, as it relates to abundance, being in the new future of how you want to feel abundant, right? I'm going to give you an example, and then you can do your own. So for me, I already feel super abundant when it comes to art. However, I really would love a dedicated space as an art studio to be able to do all of my art. So it's going to have, countertop space to do drawings. It's going to have space for my easel so I can paint. I want to be able to move around the space really easily. Have it also be my office where the desk can be set up. All of this equipment right now that I'm using can just be set up so I don't have to move it back and forth to the space that I'm in currently. So when I think about being in an abundant space of art, and I'm already there, I'm just going to sit and imagine being in that space. It's bright, it's airy, and I feel excited. I feel super grateful. And I feel in flow. There's spaciousness. There's eagerness and excitement around going in there and doing what I want to do. And the more you can feel into that, so like the more I feel into that space, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And now I can take that right now and almost like pretend like I'm there. You know, all the stuff is set up right now, so I can just be like, I'm already there. This is wonderful. I have everything that I need. And I'm excited right now. I'm feeling super grateful for all of this equipment, all of the things that I have to be able to do what I'm doing. So, higher vibration emotions are gratitude and eagerness. So if you can fold in your gratitude for the new, let's say, money that's coming in, or whatever it is, maybe it's people, maybe it's an abundance of social circle, so like people that are your tribe. Feel into those emotions. Imagine yourself there and really, really get into everything that you would be thinking, feeling, and the emotions you'd be having. So I'm going to be quiet for just a couple minutes and let you sit in that. How is that experience for you? How are you feeling? You can put it in the chat. You can always send me a message too. If you're enjoying this video right now, you can hit the like button so you don't forget later. This marker is running out. Okay, I am also noticing like I'm feeling antsy again. And this typically happens for me when I'm in the middle of my process. So like I've already started a project, I'm halfway through, it's not quite done yet. I may be like judging it, judging what I'm doing. And there's like a sense of I just want to be done already. So these are also things to notice, like where else in your life are you also feeling those things? I tend to feel those in all the projects that I start, like my business stuff. If I start, creating the content for my online course, I get halfway through and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. I just want this to be over. And yet, when I persist, I'm always like super grateful on the other side. And there's always like a turning point where it starts to feel really good and in flow again. So I might be like, okay, well, how do I get myself to that space sooner? Don't forget to jot down your notes. Choosing where I want to put colors. Sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's like more challenging. Now, when you're done with your coloring page, I'll talk more about this at the end, but we have a free community space where you can take a photo of your art. Like, I want to see your abundance coloring page. So take a photo of yours and then come over to the community and share that photo, share about your journey, what came up, what you discovered. You never know who you might help when you share about your experience. We're all human, so it's like we're all having at least similar experiences here. And you just never know who might really benefit from you sharing about like what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what came up for you. So I really encourage you to do that. And then hopefully we can start having you guys, here for the whole journey. Like, I would love to take this whole coloring journey with you and see everything that you create. And at the end of it, because we've got 25 pages, topics, at least for now. 25-week journey that we can go on together. And at the end, we'll see how things are different. See how our lives have evolved. Or if not, like what was blocking that? Also, you don't have to be an artist to be here, just so you know. I mean, I should have said that at the beginning, but you do not need to be an artist. You do need, at least to be somewhat interested in it, obviously. But, this isn't, you're not meant to, create something amazing, although you might. Okay, I'm feeling more excited because we're coming to the end of this, coloring page. Some of the other methods that we use here are the Art Flow Shop, which is something I created. That's all about getting you into your flow state. And the other thing is neurographic art. If you haven't heard of that yet, it is a really fascinating art method that allows you to, it's drawing. And it allows you to rewire your brain and access your subconscious through the specific lines and shapes and colors and parts of the drawing experience. They're there specifically for helping people to access that. So we'll be doing that as well. And these coloring experiences will happen, and then we'll also be having interviews, and I'll be chatting with other people who maybe have other modalities that they're using to do this work. My goal is really helping people to get out of their head, especially people who are overthinkers and maybe somebody who overworks their problems. This kind of method allows you to relax, focus your attention so the thoughts can stop, and then the stuff that's underneath that can actually come through. And that's really where you want to get to. Okay, I missed some. I got excited for a second. And then I realized I missed some. Let's see, maybe this one? That's dark. Let's do this one. Oh, also dark. Whatever, I'm gonna let that go. Okay, let me color my abundance at the top. I'm gonna do something cool this time because each time is different. I'll also show you at the end, I'll show you my other page from the session I did before this, so you can see how it's different. I'm losing it. I'm losing my ink. There we go. this is feeling like, you know, the fire within. And I do feel like I have an abundance of that when I'm in my purpose and my power. Like, this feels so authentic to me. It feels like my purpose, my passion. And so when that occurs, I do have an abundance of fire and energy and excitement, to the point where, you know, I'll work weekends, nights, you know, into all hours. I'll do whatever I need to do in order to make it happen. So I love that. So here's my page. Now, what I want you to do, if you're not done yet, it's okay. Let's just take a break for a second so I can go over the next steps. And here's what you're going to do when you're done coloring, is to jot down your notes about your experience and any affirmation or like reminder that you want to take with you moving forward. Now, you can also write it underneath here. You can write it on the bottom. Feel free to, you know, do whatever you want with your page. And I want you to take a moment to stare at your creation here and, you know, say that affirmation. Maybe say it 3 times. I want you to feel into it. You can revisit the future vision that you had and, you know, kind of like circle back to that and really like feel into it again. Sorry, I'm just noticing what I want to change here. And maybe sit with that for a couple minutes. But I want you to anchor it into this coloring page, because you can use the coloring page as a tool when maybe you're not feeling abundant. You're feeling in a different space and you want to get back into this abundant space where you're excited, you're eager, you're lit up, you know what to do in order to create what you want to create, your desired life. You can even use this page to come back to, because you can actually anchor in the energy to this visual drawing. So that's one of the tools that you can do. Now I am going to switch back over to my face. Actually, let me just show you really quick. So this was my drawing earlier. I could maybe do a side by side. So they're slightly different. And yeah, you know, do I like one more than the other? I don't know. But it's kind of cool. You know, this one will remind me of the first experience, and this one will remind me of this second experience. So I think that that's really cool too. You know, you could do these a couple times, and then when you're in different spaces, you know, maybe when you're living in abundance, like you're feeling that a lot, take this page and color it and see what you create at that point. All right, so I hope that you have enjoyed this coloring and coaching session today. Don't forget to join the free community, and that way you can take a photo of your art and share it there, share your experience there. You can access that free community on the website. Again, it's free to join. So, you know, there's nothing needed in order to be a part of a larger Art Alchemists community. And let's grow it. So, really quick, before we close here, don't forget, if you really enjoyed this video, please like it. Please share it with others that you think would love to go on this journey as well. Maybe you have a whole group of people that you would love to do these coloring experiences with each week. And this can be your point of connection. Share it with them. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because you'll get notified of new live streams and videos that get populated up there. And Feel free to go to our website, myartalchemy.com, to see any of the new products that we'll be uploading there. And if you want one-on-one coaching, you can apply on the website. Follow us on social media. Our handle is @artalchemy. I'm sorry. I am going to re-say that. I wasn't present in that moment. Our handle is @art.as.alchemy. So on all the social channels, you can find us there. All right, I am excited that we were here together to do this, and have an abundant day, and I will see you next week.